All right, now let's see what this does. Got 3 on there now, but I can't. Okay, Christian Davis. Hey, what's up, Christian? What I'm doing here is I'm fixing to talk about the new single that I'm fixing to put out. Still in the studio with it, actually, and I need some ideals on rhythm guitar. I'm looking for a good rhythm guitar player that can get me a particular sound, and I don't really know what that sound is yet. I'm going to describe it and play a little clip of just me and the fiddle singing and get some ideas for the sound I'm looking for, and see if I can get some rhythm guitar players maybe to shoot me some ideas on here on the live, send them to me privately, whatever. I'm just looking for some ideas for the rhythm guitar section of this song, and possibly even put that person on the recording. This is the song, and I'm playing the fiddle with it and singing. This is the sound that I'm looking for, an acoustic rhythm, kind of a percussive rhythm with a bluesy feel, but still fits within the roots music. Fits within bluegrass, but also fits within the Americana roots music sound. Okay, so a percussive feel, bluesy, swampy, and here, the first thing you're going to hear is the chorus, and then you'll hear it again with a verse and a chorus. But sounds something like, I'm going to make sure I got the volume up here where you can actually hear it also. Here we go.
Devil's been breathing down my back. They don't ever cut me no slack. There's gonna come a day when it's all gonna end. And he won't ever be back again.
That's the chorus. All right, and the verses, a little different structure, but the same beat.
Got up this morning, headed off to work, filled a fresh cup of coffee on my last clean shirt. The wife said, don't forget to take out the trash, but I just couldn't stop. I had to get to work fast. Now it's baking in the sun out there in the parking lot. I'll drop it off when I head home tonight. Devil's been breathing down my back. He don't ever cut me no slack. But there's gonna come a day when it's all gonna end. He won't ever be back again.
Well, something like that. I'm looking for a good acoustic rhythm. So anybody that's got any ideas,
12 o'clock rolled around.
Here's verse number 2.
But the boss came by with the right now job. Said some fool left garbage in a truck outside. Now every cat in the alley is having a good time. Take a broom and a shovel and clean it all up and put it back in the bed of that pickup truck. Devil's been breathing down my back.
you have a few guitar players in mind. I knew you would, Christian. I knew you would. Anyway, that's where I'm going with it. I want a good bluesy, swampy, percussive rhythm. I know what I want when I hear it. Okay, so I can hear something in my head, but I want to hear somebody that does that, somebody that is a rhythm player that might have a better idea than I do, that will pull out what I really hear. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm looking for. So if there's anybody right now watching and listening that heard that, give me an idea of what you hear, and let's see where we can go. And I would like, yeah, Christian, who are those guitar players? Because I would like to talk to them about it too. Let them hear this and give me an idea. I know I just got out of the studio, did some country stuff, and Joe Spivey a fiddle player. He done the acoustic work. Blew my mind, man. He done some super swampy stuff. But here's another thing I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody that has studio equipment that can record the track. You know, I'll send them a reference track. They'll load it into their system. They'll play along with it and record their track, and then send me back the WAV file so that I can mix it in to mine, which Joe Spivey doesn't have that capability. I would have to rent studio time or bring him up to my place and do it or whatever. But I'm looking for somebody that I can just send it to. You know, like Josh Swift, he does the dobro work. I know for Christian, that's where I learned about Josh, was through Christian. And I've had him do all my dobro work. And what I do is I just send him a reference track. He pops it in. He cuts a track. He sends it back to me. Same thing with the banjo. Stephen Moore is one of the guys that I've used on banjo some. And the same thing I do with him. I send him a track. He cuts it, sends me back a WAV file of just the banjo, and then I mix it in. So that's another thing I'm looking for, somebody capable of doing that. But if you have any acoustic ideals, rhythm that you want to throw, even if you want to do a video and tag it on here and send it out, and hey, play this behind it. You know, if you can swipe that off, play that behind it just to give you the feel of what's going on. That would be cool. Who else has gotten on there? We had a few more. Let me run back over to the page and check it out. And see what else we got. I got 5 listening. We had 9. There's 6 now. But I can't see who they are. I'd like to be able to see who it is that's watching. I see Christian, but I can't see who the other ones are that are watching. So I'm gonna run it again. I'm gonna run it again and let you hear it and get an idea of what I'm looking for, and then send me your ideas, even if it's just the name of some guitar players that you think might could pull it off. And you don't have to post those public if you don't want to. You can send those privately to me in my messenger. But if you want to post them public, that's fine with me too. Tag them in it. Tag them in it so they can watch and listen. One of them is your brother, yeah, but I am not a guitar player. Oh, that's watching. Okay. Yeah, I see you now, Gary Wayne. Maybe you can put some cajon on there. I'm not going to put in a trap set, a drum set on it, but I might put some cajon, and you could do that. I also wanted to talk to you about doing some gospel stuff. I want to do Rank Stranger. And yeah, Seth. I had thought about Seth. I'm just not sure how to get in contact with him. I mean, he playing with Reba or somebody now, too. He's pretty busy. But yeah, that would be, Seth did great on your album, the stuff that he did on yours. I really liked it. Christian. I was talking to Christian Davis there for everybody else. I know you might not be able to see what I'm doing when I just start talking. But yeah, Gary Wayne, I'd like to pull you up here and do some of the gospel stuff. Me and you just sit around and do some of the old gospel songs. Rank Strangers, that's one of them I'd really like to do. And maybe some other stuff. So be thinking about those, Gary Wayne. It's my brother, Gary Jones. Who else, Christian, besides Seth Taylor, is there that you know of that would be could pull this off? I know Seth could pull it off very much. Let's see, where was I going there? I want to pull it up and play it one more time. Here. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. This is it. And I'm looking for an acoustic to fit in. Seth plays some with Daly and Vincent, Christian said. Okay. Yeah, man, they was on the Opry Tuesday night, and they had a new fiddle player, the girl that was playing with them. I think she's the IBMA Fiddle Player of the Year this year, won it. And, man, she did really good. And Gary Wayne said maybe after bear season he could get with me and we could do some of those gospel tunes. That sounds great. And by the way, I'd like to run up and do some of that bear hunting with you and take my video camera and video some of that. Christian says he also has his own studio stuff at home, talking about Seth. Yeah, he could definitely do it. If he does his own studio stuff, and then I could just send him the reference track and he could send back, the WAV file for me to mix in. That would be great. Here it is again, just to give you an idea of the rhythm styles that you might hear.
Devil's been breathing down my back. They don't ever cut me no slack. There's gonna come a day when it's all gonna end, and he won't ever be back again.
And that's the chorus. Yeah, you hear Zydeco there. Yeah, I do too. I hear a lot of that Louisiana stuff.
This morning, headed off to work.
This one here is just a little bit faster than the other was.
Wife said, don't forget to take out the trash, but I just couldn't stop. I had to get to work fast. Now it's baking in the sun out there in the parking lot. I'll drop it off when I head home tonight. Devil's been breathing down my back. He don't ever cut me no slack. But there's gonna come a day when it's all gonna end. He won't ever be back again.
I've seen Tammy posted something, just did a quick thumbs up or something on there.
Verse number 2. 12 o'clock rolled around, I was feeling the knock. But the boss came by with the right now job. Said some fool left garbage in a truck outside. Now every cat in the alley is having a good time. Take a broom and a shovel and clean it all up and put it back in the bed of that pickup truck. Devil's been breathing down my back.
So there it is. That's the ideal. Looking for a percussive, swampy, bluesy, acoustic rhythm that we could put on that. I would like it to end up being something that would be a progressive bluegrass feel, so that it still fits within the bluegrass genre, but that also would work, you know, on stage which bluegrass does anyway with country. But I'm looking for something that works as bluegrass, but a little bit progressive on the country swampy side. So not straight up Americana, but somewhere between an Americana, a grassicana, and a grass. Tammy Renee says, love it. Reminds me of a Mary Chapin Carpenter song. It had that same Louisiana style. Love it. Yeah, it's got that, definitely got that that swampy feel to it, you know. I wrote the chorus first, you know, with that bluesy, swampy feel, and then I did the verses. I wanted there to be a contrast, so I did the verses, but I still want that, you know, that same rhythm behind the verses. But you can do those verses really. After I did it, I got to thinking, that sounds like a country song. Heck, I can't even think of the name of it now off the top of my head. Christian Davis says, I'm telling you, Seth Taylor is your guy. You know, I've been thinking about him all along, Christian, actually, because I knew, you know, he did that one on your album when we was in there at Rhonda Vincent Studio doing that bluegrass album last, what was that? Well, how many? 2 years ago, whatever it was, working on your project, the bluegrass project that's out now. And I remember him, you know, and plus we watched all those videos of him doing all that other stuff. So yeah, Seth would definitely be a great one for this, definitely. And the fact that he's got, you know, his own studio equipment that he could, just like Josh Swift, where I could just send it to him and he could send it back and I can mix it in, that would be awesome. And I'm sure y'all's reading all this backwards. It's looking backwards to me there anyway. But that's just the camera. All right, so that's it. If you know anybody that you want to tag in there that could lay this rhythm, that would be cool. Christian, if you could get me Seth's information or get a hold of Seth and tell him you know a guy that's wanting some whatever. Christian says he's also on my new album coming out soon. Yeah, that's going to be an awesome album too. Yeah. Can't wait for that one to come out. All right, guys. That's what I had. I wanted to go live and talk about it and see if we could get some input and find something. I'd like to get that track laid real soon. Josh Swift is waiting for me to send that to him so he can lay dobro on it. But I need to get the acoustic down and the bass guitar. And I may just have our bass player in the Christian Davis band, Matt, to lay that track, the bass track. And then I'll have the acoustic and the bass, and I can start building from there. I'll get Josh Swift to lay the dobro, and then either Menifee or Moore will lay the banjo, and then I'll do fiddle and mandolin, put the vocals on. And like I say, I may even put some cajon on that. Possibly might put some harmonica. I don't know yet. Tammy says, sounds good. Can't wait to hear it when it's done. Yeah, I can't wait either, Tammy. All right, guys. Thanks for the input. Going to jump off here now and see what kind of response we get from it later on.